Well, hello, all my beautiful friends and family. I hope this lovely fall Sunday finds you well. If you can see, I am feeling much better than when I started my Project Heal about 6 weeks ago. And I know the number one thing that has worked the most is all of your prayers. Everybody I run into has been saying they pray for me, and it is working. So continue prayers for everybody. It is the most healing thing. Um, my skin is looking better than it has in years, and it doesn't have the horrible biofilm that I've talked about before that is so painful. I'm still symptomatic, but not near like I was. I'd say overall I feel about 70% better to 80% better most of the time, and that's been consistent for about a week now, so that's wonderful. Out of all the treatments I've tried, I've narrowed it down to 3, and this is not a suggestion, this is just what works for me. I do IV silver with, then I do IV hydrogen peroxide, and then IV, it's UVB blood therapy where they pull my blood out, they mix it with ozone, then they push it back through UV light. And I've been going up to Santa Fe and Albuquerque to get these treatments. Next week I'm going for my final round, and I'm going to take a break and continue with some home supplements and medications that, well, herbal medications that I've been taking for the detox, as far as getting all my salts back and my vitamins in order. My body seems to be reacting much better. My gut healing seems to be amazing. I don't seem to have this permanent pooch at the bottom of my stomach, which is so nice. As far as my skin goes, I will share, I have been putting these on my cheeks and the affected areas when I sleep. They look like this, and I just cut it down to whatever it is, and this brand is Med Pride. So if you have Morgellons, give this a shot. It's been, I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier, and I have tried covering it, but I covered almost my entire cheek and my forehead, all the places that were breaking out, and it really helped protect my skin from the fabric. So that's been amazing. And then I follow it up after I cleanse. I use this silver gel they gave me at Santa Fe Soul, and then I follow it up with this Peter Thomas Roth. And it really, really seems to be working along with everything else I'm doing. I feel like the old me, which is just, I can't even explain how wonderful it is to feel good for a day. And 5 days, oh my gosh, it's like a vacation. So, I've mentioned before that I had an idea to get you some free Whipped. I think this Project Heal now needs to spread out a little bit more. And I think part of healing is connecting with others. I think we are so afraid to connect sometimes because there's so much connection all the time with all of our devices, and I've called it device-olation. We're all in a crowded room on our device. So my challenge is called the 5x5 challenge, and I think for 5 days a week, not even 7, just 5 days a week, any 5, we can do 3 things. Do something good for yourself, good for someone else, or good for the planet, just for 5 minutes a day. And the only rule is you can't do the same 2 in a row. So you can't do something good for yourself 2 days in a row. You can't do good for someone else 2 days in a row. So you have to switch it up a little bit. But if you do this for 5 days, and the first 15 people to post to the group or to my page with photos and a list of what they've done will get a free small jar of Whipped. Now this is a large jar. I'm actually in the process of making another batch right now. But if you want a large jar, you can get that by putting a video to my page or to the group of what you've done. And like, for example, the other day I just stopped, and for 5 minutes I picked up trash around Albuquerque and threw it away. The day before that, I left a review for this awesome tattoo artist, Chris, on his page. Made sure to give a shout out to him for what he's done for me, and it took about 5 minutes. The day before that, I just sat in the sun and I laid like I was basically, dead, just like this in the sun for 5 minutes. And it was fabulous. And so I think that if we started doing this, it's small, simple steps that can help make the world be a better place, because it is overwhelming right now. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of mistrust. with what we're living in, and I want to break that apart because everybody I meet is good at the soul. Every single one of us is beings of light, whether we choose to see it or not. It is the truth. And so if somebody is in pain, maybe reach out to them. If you have a friend that you've been thinking of, give them a call, and blame it on me. Say, I'm doing Jasmine's 5x5 challenge, so, I'm just doing this for that, but let's, and our environment takes care of us. We have to start taking care of it better. And I'll be the first one to say, I don't know where to start from all of it, but buying less, reusing more, giving away what you're not using, carrying your own utensils, less plastic, more glass, things like that. Let's just start small, and then they can grow. Steps are bigger and bigger. It's kind of like, look at me now. 6 weeks from when I started this, I was sicker than I had been and very, very hopeless. And I'm not saying that it's perfect and that I'm healed forever, but I feel good today. And I've put a lot of intention into it and a lot of work into it, and I'm feeling kind of silly that I didn't do it sooner. But sometimes that's what we need. We need it to get bad enough to wake up. And I feel like the world is feeling that. We're all tired of the badness, and it's time to wake up. Let's have some compassion and connection with each other and for ourselves. So the first 15 people who will post their 5x5, you do something good for yourself, for someone else, or for the planet. 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week. So I shouldn't be seeing anything before 5 days. But if you do that, I will send you completely free, shipping on me, a jar of Whipped. You just post with pictures and a list, you'll get a small jar. If you get video upload, I'll send you a full large jar. So this stuff is pretty magical. I've been making my own lotion since I was a kid, and this has been on the market now for a few years. I took it off when I got so sick, but hopefully I can get it back on there soon. It makes sense now. It's all natural ingredients and can be used on the hair, face, all over your skin. My favorite way to do it is I leave my skin a little damp when I get out of the shower, put it on head to toe, and then I don't have to put lotion on again for a couple of days. And it is amazing. I've tried not making it and nothing else works. I have to use it or else the rest of my body will be mortified. So anyway, wishing you all a blessed, wonderful week. Happy fall. I'll be checking in a little less often as I have some things to do now that I've got a lot of stuff to do with my Project Heal, and my family's missed me. I've missed them. It's time to just enjoy life a little bit, but I will continue to update with some of the things I have learned and with how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, and I sure would love any of y'all's input. If you want to be part of Project Heal, if you have something you need help with, share it with us all, and we can maybe help you, because that's what we're here for, because alone we suffer, but together we will heal. So wishing you all the love and light that I could, and I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste.